Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Thanks for joining me on another Friday evening, Saturday morning for me live stream here from Japan. Hope everyone's having a good week or a good end to their week. I'm just starting my weekend. That shirt is fire. Thank you very much. This just came out today, the Indigo Tiger shirt. I'm enjoying it. I didn't even see. I know we put them out last night. And yeah, we've sold some extra small, medium. All right. Well, anyways. Hello from China. Hello. Elephant 9 jacket on the way. Good choice. You're very much going to enjoy that jacket, I'm sure. Show the denim. We will. This is a long live stream. We've got lots of things to cover today. And you will certainly see lots of denim. But for now, let's just let the room populate. We'll answer questions and see where this live stream takes us this week. Okay, let's see. Are you in Japan? I am in Japan. So I am based here in Japan. For those who don't know, before the pandemic, I moved out here with my wife. And the idea was that we would be going back and forth between here and the Montreal office, every couple of weeks or months. And then global pandemic hit. Who would have saw that coming? I didn't. So we're here because we live here, and we're just kind of waiting for things to chill out before we can start doing some regular travel again. Hopefully we'll be back in Montreal sooner than later. Hopefully with the spring and all the positive news that's coming out, we will see some sense of return back to the way things were. All right. When is the summer sky selvage dropping? Let's take a look on Tate and Yoko. On nakedandfamousdenim.com, we have a release schedule, but I also have a release schedule file which I can check. So hold on a second, I'll pull it up. Some questions I'll have the answers to right away, but some questions I need to check the notes because I can't possibly remember everything. The Summer Sky is scheduled to release on March 26th, so in about 2 weeks. So watch out for that. We will, of course, with every release, we put out a lot of content, a lot of imagery that we put out on our social media, and we do a blog post, we do a video. So leading up to the release, we put out a lot of information. If you want some general information about the Summer Sky or any of the products that haven't come out yet, go to our YouTube channel. There's a video for the Spring Summer 21 collection preview. And I go over everything along with Risa. We cover the entire collection, tops, bottoms, you name it. It's all there. It's pretty brief, but you get enough information to know kind of what's going on. And then when we are closer to the release of that product, we kind of do a deeper dive with the video and all the photos and all that stuff. So we're putting out as much content as we can in term, for all the product releases that we put out, so that everything you know everything you need to know about the latest product. So that's my line in the videos. Hey everybody, Bezad here, and today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about blah 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 blah. That's robotic Bezad in the videos. But anyways, you guys are watching the videos. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for doing that. I've mentioned this before, but your likes and comments and the views, that all keeps me motivated to make those things. As you can see, I'm very stutter. I have a lot of stutter in my voice. I say ums and ahs a lot, and creating those videos sometimes is a challenge for me because I want them to be perfect, so there's a lot of takes and things like that going on. It's a 3-minute video, but believe me, it takes more than 3 minutes to put together. You guys watching those things, it always the more the views, the likes, all that stuff, it definitely encourages me to keep working at it. So I appreciate that very much. Dude, according to Garrett, I was the first to grab the Whispers. Boom. Good man. Good man. The Whisper stretch. That's right. The Whisper stretch. I mean, the Indigo Tiger shirt came out today, and the Whisper stretch denim came out today. Oh, I talked about that last week. I know there's a lot of content that we put out this week for it. I'll show it again today when we're previewing some denim for those of you who may have missed the Whisper stretch. Hey, hey. All right. Okay. Bayzad, this Joker denim had me so hyped. Just arrived. Can't await. Sorry. Bayzad, this Joker denim has me so hyped. Just arrived and can't wait to wear. Good. I've seen so many photos of, well, you guys and people in the community with their Joker denim. I'm very happy that, like, I've seen so many posts of just people being so ecstatic and happy about this item. I think it was the most anticipated piece, as far as that's the way I felt about it, of the collection, and I think we nailed it. I think everybody was very, very happy with it. I'm glad. Yeah, I talked about that last week, and just the feeling of relief of getting that collection out finally. It was there were so many delays with that one, with the global situation and all that stuff, and I don't like lingering projects, and that one was one of them, and I just wanted that to be out and for you guys to have it. There were so many comments and questions coming in. When's it coming out? When can I get it? I know a lot of people were waiting for it. They were waiting for that one for a long time. So, yeah, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad people are finally able to enjoy them. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing the progress photos. That particular denim, I think, is going to fade very nicely. That purple is going to shine right through. It's going to be a very, very interesting fade. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with it. And definitely keep us updated with your progress. Share your photos on Instagram. Use the hashtag Naked and Famous. Hashtag, I don't know how to do that. Hashtag Naked and Famous Denim when you post product, fit pics or, progress fade pics, and we'll share those with the community. At one point, I know I've talked about this before, what I would really like to do is a series of videos where I highlight your outfits. So maybe we'll pick some of our favorites from Instagram that were posted that week, and we'll talk about it. We'll see how different people are wearing their jeans, styling their jeans, what they're styling it with, sneakers, boots, that type of thing. So I think that'll be just a kind of a fun way for us to, I don't know, it brings the community together, I think, in a nice way. You get to see how everyone is, rocking their style. Here in Japan, Risa and I, we were at a trade show this week, so we were really working double duty this week. And it's kind of interesting to see how we're here. I mean, we've come here. Risa's from here. I've come to Japan many, many times over the last decade. So, just seeing the way like the Japanese denim community operates versus the way we kind of do things in the West, it's very different. It's very different. There's like, for us, the way we wear our jeans, there's a lot of like heritage that like we're pulling from, but it's like raw denim, work boots, flannels, that type of stuff, maybe a canvas jacket. But there's a modernness in terms of the way that we dress, but there's such a vintage style here. It's fun to look at, but it's very different. I don't know, maybe I'm just biased, but I kind of prefer the way we do things, because raw denim isn't one kind of look. If you look at the posts that I put up from our community, it's everything. You've got the high fashion guys wearing raw denim. You've got the heritage guys wearing raw denim. You've got, just the college guy or, the casual guy, jeans and a hoodie, jeans, hoodie, sneaker. You see a lot of that as well, where I don't find that there's as much variation out here in terms of like the raw denim styling. Raw denim is very much kind of one vision. It's very vintage inspired, which is fine. If you like that, you like that. But I just like the variety that we put out there. I mean, I'm a variety guy. I mean, look at all the different kinds of fabrics we put out. So I like seeing the many different ways. And Risa and I were talking about that a lot while we were there, because you see people walking by, cowboy hat and all, and you're just like, interesting. Like, I don't see a lot of guys. I mean, it's also a trade show. That's another thing to keep in mind, because when you're at a trade show, it's kind of like Comic-Con, where people are putting on their best fashion, and maybe they're putting their fashion on parade. So you also have to take that with a grain of salt. Back in the day, just a year ago, we'd be in Paris or New York or wherever, Vegas, and you're at these trade shows, and it very much is. It does feel like Comic-Con. People are in cosplay in many ways, especially in Paris. We used to go to Italy, and Italy was known for it as well. And I feel like a lot of people put on their best outfit or their wildest outfit because the cameras are out and they want to get street snapped. They want to get street snapped, but they don't want to get street snapped. That's kind of funny. Isn't that? Don't you find that? Like the cool guys are putting on their coolest outfit, and like they're pretending like they don't want to be have their photos taken.
I guess so.
Like at Pitti or at in Paris.
Yeah. Here for work.
Yeah. That's exactly the face. They're just like, yeah, okay, I'll pose. Like,
there isn't that much of that at the Jumble, to be honest.
Well, there wasn't a lot of photography going on at Jumble, but there was a lot of outfits I found.
Okay.
Or maybe that's just the way that was their style. Yeah.
Like, people were just like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they weren't really paying too much attention to what they were.
Maybe
a couple of people.
Yeah, there are a couple people. I mean, those are the ones that stand out because you remember them. But yeah, in Paris, it's like it's a parade. It's kind of funny, if you're out and it's just.
Oh yeah, they're putting on like the most craziest, like I mean, I'm. It's cool in a way, but like I bet that you're not wearing that every day.
No, there's no way. Yeah, they people will purposefully put on the craziest thing they have, and yeah, there's also like the gang. Like it's funny because during Fashion Week, especially in certain areas, like in the Marais, that's where Fashion Week is basically going on, and you can tell the industry people from regular people like this, like. French people are generally pretty well put together. Like, there's a lot of style there, but the industry folks are like, you can point them out, no problem, easy. Especially because sometimes they're roving in. There's these like fashion gangs that are walking down the street. The fashion gangs are funny. It reminds me of the Warriors in a way, like, but in a less actual gang violence kind of way. Anyways. Stories of Naked and Famous. Just repaired my nightshade stretch selvage after 3 years. Just wanted to say the stretch faded nicely too. That's right, stretch denim does fade quite nicely. I have a pair of the nightshades. I think I showed them off a couple weeks ago. And good on you for repairing. I've been talking to a couple people this week about repairs. We have to do, just in other content that we have to create, perhaps some videos showing how to repair your jeans, maybe some ideas, how to properly put in a patch or maybe even hand darning your jeans. There's ways to do that, creating visible mending, that type of thing. So it doesn't just apply to your jeans. If you have a shirt, a t-shirt, anything that falls into disarray, for the most part, can be repaired. I think it's pretty cool. Like for example, like this shirt was one of our circular knit tees in white, but I wear them to death. And this one, I guess the color was starting to not be as white as it once was. So we just dyed it with indigo. We got an indigo dye kit, and in fact, that day I remember we dyed all of our whites, like whether it was like hand towels or this, whatever it was. Anything that we had that was white, that wasn't like as white as it like once was, we just dyed it all, and now it has a second life. And you know, if it's not as white, it's because it's blue. Now it's blue, so works out quite well. You can make your stuff last. You can make good stuff last forever, and especially with our circular knit tees, these things go for a long time. I've never had to toss one. In 10 years of Naked and Famous Denim, now we didn't have tees for 10 years, but at least 7 or 8 years, I've never tossed one. Like, if I've outgrown them, they went to Risa, and Risa wears them. So, yeah, I mean, they last. They last for sure. All right, I'm just going to scroll down a little bit. DC in the house, best way to start the weekend with the live stream. Thank you so much. This shirt coming soon? This shirt is available now. You can get it at Tatian Yoko. You can also get it at Naked and Famous Denim NYC. Just look up the Indigo Tiger shirt, or in the latest arrivals section on the website, you can see it there. Mustache looking nice. It's I need to shave a little bit. I need to. Anyways, I'm not always put together. You need to know your vids are awesome. Thank you so much. Speaking of awesome videos, I watched a video yesterday night. Somebody, I forget his name. You know what? But I should look it up because this guy needs credit for the video that they made, because it was really good. And hold on. It was on Reddit. Somebody made a video going over the milk denim, and it was pretty funny. I thought it was really nice. It was a good overview, good review of the milk denim, and also they threw in a ton of humor, which I love humor. I would say that I wish I had the capacity to write maybe a script like that for our videos. I'm too dry maybe. But there was a lot of fun stuff going on there. So the person who made the video is, let's look this up. This is the Iron Snail, and jeans made of 23% milk. So that's on YouTube right now. You can check that out. And yeah, he does a very fun review of the milk denim. So you can find that on the YouTubes. Okay. Hi from Vienna. Hello from Vienna. Hello from Iowa. Again, let me know where you guys are from. Let's see how much of the world we have covered today. Great to see you folks show all kinds of denim heads off in your. Oh, great to see all kinds of denim heads in our feed. Yeah, I mean, I do enjoy seeing how people can make Naked and Famous Denim their own and fit it into their own style. I think that's one advantage we have overall. You know, we don't have a particular aesthetic that we promote. You know, jeans, raw jeans, that's a blank canvas. There isn't just one way, one style to wear your raw denim jeans. So, you know, the fact that you guys do it in so many different ways proves that. And I love going against sort of what some people's notion of what raw denim should be is. I mean, we could talk about that for. I mean, that's basically our brand concept. I mean, we've always been pushing against the grain, and you know, we're not the vintage, you know, authentic brand, but that's not what we're trying to be. And I think some people give us flack for that. I'm like, well, you know, if our attempt was to do that, then maybe you have an argument, but that's never been our intention. You know, we try to make modern things, but we pull from old school knowledge. So it's a mix of both worlds there. Okay, I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom. Hello from Malaysia. Hello from Virginia. Hello from the Hoosier State. What's the Hoosier State? I'm sure it's somewhere in America, but I don't know what the Hoosier State is. Eighth weekday. Congrats on getting a shutout. Is eighth weekday? Okay. Hello from Mississauga, Houston, Texas. Here. Macon, Georgia. Macon, Georgia. Hello from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hello, hello. Iron Snail is the guy. It's on YouTube also. That's right. The Iron Snail. He's got good content. Okay, yeah, you guys were already on this for sure. Entertaining for sure. Yeah, his video was great. I really liked it. I was laughing. It was good. Okay. Where in Japan am I? I am in Yokohama. You've got a nice place there, sir. Yeah, this is my concrete home. Okay, any new samples to show? Of course I do. I have the Kasuri Denim and the MIJ9s to compare for you. I also have the Brown Fox that I'm going to be showing off today. I'll show off the Whisper Stretch. I will also show off the Firewall selvage. So there will be a couple of previews today. Okay. Are there going to be some previews today? Yes, there will. In the Iron Snail video, he mentioned an eco-friendly way of getting the milk yarn. Is that how you made the milk denim? That is correct. It is a Japanese company makes the milk yarn here in Japan from Japanese milk from Hokkaido. So it's actually it's an interesting process. Matrix details yet? Not yet. Somebody said, whoa, wait, Matrix? Yes, Matrix. So you got to tune in to these live streams to get all the details, which is what you're getting right now. So there is a Matrix gene in the works. So we are actually we're doing some back and forth with the Matrix team. And when things are approved, then I can show them. Right now we're in, I have some sample fabrics, things like that, but I'm not gonna, until things are really on the, okayed, then I will show it off. But a couple weeks ago I was very tempted, but I really shouldn't. I'm not supposed to. You always say Macon. It's, Macon, like bacon. Okay, Macon. Macon, it's alright, well, Macon. Bacon, Macon, 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 bacon, Macon, Macon. Sorry, my pronunciation, Macon. Hello from San Francisco. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us here. All right, so today, like I said, we will cover a couple of things. Let's start off with the Kasuri MIJ9 comparison. Because those two fabrics are kind of similar in terms of looks, but not completely similar. They're pretty different. So the lighting here today is maybe not the best. It's a little gray and gloomy, but that might help actually. Sometimes the bright sun kind of over makes everything look too bright. So here we go. We have the Kasuri Selvage, Cerulean Kasuri. This is out right now. You can get this as part of the Spring Summer 21 collection. This is the MIJ9. So this is the newest MIJ. This will be coming out in the fall. So if you take a look very closely at the new MIJ, you can see that it has this kind of streakiness to it. Not unlike what's going on over here with the Kasuri. The way this denim is created is by doing different, multiple different dye lots of natural indigo dye. So natural indigo dye is an unstable dye. We also rope dye with natural indigo, which is a little bit more rare. So you have different shades of indigo throughout the fabric. So from different dye lots, we got different colors. Here, we are section dyeing the yarns. So what you can see, the difference that you can see here is that on an individual, warp strand, you can see that there's no gradient in color. Like, for example, here, you can see that it's the same blue yarn runs all the way down. You won't see, it's the same blue going here. That dark blue is the same dark blue. It runs all the way down. Whereas here, you can see on the same strand, the color changes. So on any individual strand, you can see here, it'll go from dark blue to light blue here, dark blue to light blue. So that's because this is a yarn that is section dyed, right? So dark blue gets a little bit lighter, goes back to darker. So they wrap the different sections of the yarn up when they dye it, and then they unwrap and then rewrap and dye it again. So each part of the strand of the yarn gets different amounts of indigo absorption. So you get a very streaky denim, but you get a streakiness on the same yarn. Whereas here, we're using different colors of warp yarn on the machine to create this streaky look. But you can see that it's streaky kind of in a semi-uniform way. So on top of that, of course, the texture is a little bit different here. We've got a little bit more of a gritty, hairier tone. This is an unsamphorized denim that we tempi treat. So this is a pre-washed, pre-shrunk fabric, whereas this is a pre-shrunk fabric without it being washed. This is samphorized, so the fabric is not quite as bumpy. It's in fact not really bumpy at all, whereas here you can see there is a lot more texture to this fabric. So that is the MIJ9 compared to the Cerulean Kasuri Selvage. Both streaky denims, but the streakiness is achieved in different ways. Texture-wise, quite different, and color-wise, I mean, they're quite different. They're still both in the not like indigo black kind of color tone, but you know, they are. This one is a brighter blue compared to this one. This is much more natural indigo looking. So there you have it, MIJ9 versus Cerulean Kasuri Selvage. Available now, available in Fall/Winter 21. All right. Okay, question time. Let's see what we have here. What's the weight on the MIJ9? I think 16 ounce. Am I right? Risa's gonna double check that maybe. But yeah, I think. Anyway, there's a lot of details in the brain that they don't always come to mind right away. Okay. What about an inside-out jean with external selvage edge? I don't know about that. It might be fun to do as a small project, but I don't think we would go full production with that. An inside-out jean, how much? 15 ounce on the MIJ9, 15 ounce. Yeah, an inside-out jean, maybe as a fun little thing to do, but I don't think we would do full on with that. It's not for everybody. That said, we actually once did make an inside-out jean. It was the Hunter, right?
Well, the construction wasn't inside out, the fabric.
Yeah, right. The fabric was inside out. So it was the Hunter Denim, right? That's what we call it? Yeah. Not the Huntsman. We did a jean called the Hunter Denim, and it was like a gray by green by gray, something like that. And when we made the sample, because it was hard to tell which side was the warp side and which side was the weft side, the factory used the weft side for the facing of the fabric of the jean, and it actually looked better than we had planned, so we actually just ran with it. And I mean, because both warp and weft were dyed, it was, you know, most people didn't know that we used the other side of the fabric for that to make that jean, but we did. I mean, but on a regular like indigo white, you'd certainly notice. Denim patch redux, hummingbird selvage, featherweight, bright green weft, and shimmery pink red ID. Denim pitch. Why did I say denim patch? Denim pitch. Hummingbird selvage. That's an idea. Featherweight, bright green weft. I think a lightweight colored weft is probably, something that'll happen at some point. Everything, something that'll, if it can be achieved, it's certainly going to happen one day. We got a long future ahead of us. I have no idea how you're going to do the MIJ10. You already seemingly did the most Japanese jean with the MIJ8. Hey man, there's no shortage of ideas here. People think, what are you going to do next season? Well, we always do something next season. This season we made jeans out of milk. We made jeans out of basically, the firewall selvage made with carbon. There's no shortage of ideas here. Every season there's going to be something crazy. There's going to be something new, and you can certainly count on that. Actually, in the Reddit thread I saw yesterday, somebody was talking about I think Naked and Famous 75% gimmicks, and no, I don't like the word gimmick, but to me it's kind of funny because they see milk denim and they're like, oh, gimmick. I'm like, okay, well, other people make stuff out of like sugar cane, and where's the word gimmick? I don't see that. I don't see that being thrown around. The thing is, the fact is that we can do this kind of stuff, and other people can't do this kind of stuff. And that's the real difference. It's not a gimmick. If other people could, they would, but they can't, so they don't. And that's why we do it. And it might look like a gimmick to some, but it's fun and interesting, and to me and to you guys. So, that's the way it is. When they, I don't like to talk about the competition too much, but when they do one or new fabrics a season, wow, oh my god, it's amazing. I'm like, dude, I can do that in my sleep. When Naked and Famous started, I think me and Brandon looked up to some of these brands, and I haven't looked up to what a lot of people do in a long time. In fact, this is arrogant Bayzed coming out. I kind of feel sad for them in the fact that, like, you guys were here first. You had an audience before we did, and we came and ate your lunch. Like, I'm not, it's just, how could you let us do that? I don't know. It's just, we're two guys from Canada who had to come out here and create new fabrics, and we're just creating them non-stop, fun stuff every season. And yeah, I don't know. It's I used to be excited when a company would come out with one new fabric a year. I'm like, wow, they've got a new fabric this year, and I'm like, we're doing like 12 a season. You're like, if you like denim fabrics, if you like innovation, if you like crazy stuff, even if you like normal stuff, or if you just like denim, just because, we put something out doesn't mean you have to go out and run out and buy it. We would appreciate it, but, you don't have to. You can appreciate it from afar. And if you're a denim lover, then certainly the stuff that we make should excite you. Whether or not you want to wear it, that's a completely different thing. But it's like, if you like cars, nobody's going to say, oh, Ferrari made too fast a car this year. That's ridiculous. Nobody's going to drive that fast. I'm like, yeah, most people who own a Ferrari never push that thing to the limits. Nobody who buys, not nobody, but like people who buy luxury four-wheel drive SUVs, most people are never going to take those off-road. They can go off-road and are perfectly capable and highly capable of doing that, but most people who own a Land Rover or a G-Wagon, they don't drive, in extreme conditions. So, you know, nobody's out calling those things gimmicks. They work, you know. And when we make a milk denim that is silky smooth on the inside, it works. It's made of milk. It's fun. It's interesting. It's different. You know, everybody can go out and buy a pair of, you know, basic jeans. Fine. We make classic jeans. We make lots of those. If you want something like that, we've got it. But if you want to spice it up a little bit, we've added some flavor to the denim fabric. So that's just the way I feel about that. I wish I could have gotten my hands on the MIJ8. Those did go pretty fast. I mean, despite the price point, that was yeah, those went. Anyways, there will be more MIJs in the future, and of course, we're going to continue to push. What is the, you know, the MIJ series is for us what is the cream of the crop, the best of the best, and there will always be a new coveted item in the MIJ series. So if you miss one, don't sweat it. There will be another one. You can't have everything. We put out a lot of stuff. You can't have it all unless you're a bajillionaire and you can just have whatever you want. But most of us probably aren't. So don't sweat it. I have a question about the patch on the jeans. Do you have a name for the girl on the patch, like Rolls Royce hood piece? Is the Spirit of Ecstasy? Yes. So the classic logo is the Tragic Blonde. So this is the Tragic Blonde. That's the Tragic Blonde logo. And like that's, if you only see a text bubble logo, it's called the text bubble logo. And then this is the Flower of Carnage logo. So we call that the Flower of Carnage. We call that the Tragic Blonde. Now, we do have, anytime there's like I don't have one for the NYC logo, which is here somewhere. So we will have a leather patch on the NYC jeans that are coming out at the start of April. You're going to start to see some more information regarding that pretty soon. And I know I've debated whether or not we were going to make those jeans available online. And I'm going to say no. They're not going to be available online. That is going to be an in-store exclusive to New York. So if you want them, you got to come and get them. And I don't have a name for this design yet. Maybe we have to come up with one of those. But on the New York City exclusive jean, which we are calling the Empire State Selvage, that's going to be the leather patch, natural veg tan leather. You know, it's our classic, you know, tragic blonde pose, you know, which you can see here. Maybe I need to get a leather patch with a little bit more, hold on a second. There's a lot of stuff going on in my living room right now. I don't have one that is a little bit more bright. You might see it better here. You might. So you've got the classic, you've got the NYC, and then Flower of Carnage. So these are only on the MIJs. This you'll find on the standard Naked and Famous jeans, and that will be on the New York exclusive. And then every now and then there's like you know, some other designs here and there. Like the Vulgar has its own leather patch. The girl's got the bar of soap in her mouth. So it all varies. But anyway, speaking of the New York City jean, these are going to be out at the start of April. And we can go over, I don't have the sample, but I do have what the jeans will feature, which is the leather patch. That's the Pocket Flasher, New York City exclusive. Yeah, available exclusively at Naked and Famous Denim NYC, 123 Grand Street, New York, 10013. This is going to be 12.5 ounce weight. And they are made with, anyways, I don't see it. Where is it written? Yeah, made with American-grown Supima cotton. So just like the Whisper Stretch denim, this denim is made with American cotton. So we've got a broken twill selvage, which we actually haven't done a broken twill in quite a while. So we've got the broken twill selvage with the New York City flag colors on the selvage ID. So I think that's a fun detail there, really representing New York with, so much New York iconography. And yeah, that's the NYC denim. Is the MIJ9 Tempe treated? Yes. So all of our MIJ jeans are unsanforized but Tempe treated. So you get to experience an unsanforized denim, but you don't have to worry about the shrink. We did the soak process for you, so you can buy them today, just according to the measurement guide, and you will be fine. What's the weight on the MIJ9? 15 ounce. Where can I find these jeans at? Which ones in particular? But you can pretty much find all of our jeans at nakedandfamousdenimnyc.com and Tate, TATEANDYOKO, tateandyoko.com. Will the Matrix collab use a similar multicolor weft like the Rick denim? I can confirm that will not be the case. So the MIJ9 would almost be all indigo version of the rainbow cores. So the MIJ9 would almost be like an all indigo version. No, I would say that it is not. I would not make that comparison at all. The rainbow core is well, I mean, it's a core dyed yarn. So we start with a white yarn. It is then reactive dyed, and then rope dyed on top of that, then woven. With the rainbow core specifically, we're going to make with all the rainbow colors, so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, all the rainbow colors, and it will be, we're aiming for that order, and it will be, so each one of those yarns will be reactive dyed with those colors, then rope dyed on top, and then each one of those colors will then be placed on the machine sequentially so that we have that rainbow effect when the jeans fade. So the Rainbow Core 2, I think it'll be the new and improved. I think it'll be better than the Rainbow Core 1, because the Rainbow Core 1, it didn't have as many colors. So this one will be much more, and it wasn't quite as bright. This will be a brighter Rainbow Core. I think it's going to look really good. Wow. Love your products from my former rapier loom operator mechanic. That's fantastic. That's pretty interesting. There's not a lot of you guys out there. I'm assuming you're from North America, but not a lot of you guys out there. Fantastic. I'm sure you have some stories to tell. My experience is really only going to the mills and seeing how it's done. But you get to ask a few questions here and there, but I'm sure there's a wealth of knowledge that even I have no experience with. What's the plans for the MIJ10? You're just gonna have to wait and see, my friend. Banner denim jacket update. I believe the banners were shipped, so as soon as we get them, I will have an update. So probably before the summer, we will have a pre-order for the banner denim jackets. Do you deliver worldwide? Yes, we do. MIJ10 is going to be crazy, seeing how they've gone so hard with the previous versions. Yeah, I mean, we keep trying to top ourselves. We are only in competition with ourselves. So when it comes to creating, we always have to. I mean, that's part of the creative, like the fun part of the creative process with us, is that our limit is only with, I don't know, we just try to beat ourselves every year. what did we do last year? How can we make it better? What would be really cool? Kind of what's in the air right now? What are people interested in, or what are we just personally interested in? You know, I think some of what we create that becomes special is just because of stuff that we like, and you know, other people may not be doing it, which I like. I like starting stuff. You know, how many 8-ounce jeans you see out there? You know, how many when was a lightweight raw denim a thing before us? It wasn't. You know, you couldn't find a summer weight raw denim. Nobody was selling you that. It was all about heavy and torture. I mean, even before, I don't think that we invented stretch raw denim, but we certainly pushed it. And, you know, comfort, getting people into raw denim, that's always been our aim at like, we didn't feel like we were compromising anything by doing that. And, you know, I'm not going to shit on others, but whatever, you take it however way you want. But other people, maybe they felt like they were compromising their values by doing stuff like that. Anyways, now I see them all doing it. So I guess it only took sales to get them to compromise their values. But even fits, you know, skinny fits. Again, we didn't invent it, but we certainly pushed it. And now, I don't want to get into so much of the politics of the business, but, you know, I've seen other brands straight up tell customers, you know, maybe customers that we share, that they ripped off our fits. They will straight up say, we copied that fit. And I know this because store owners tell me this. They're like, yeah, so-and-so basically told me that they did this. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. So that's always fun to know. But, I mean, we have good fits, so naturally people want to, go with that. I've seen on websites, I mean, you know, these kind of one-man brand kind of things, and this particular brand doesn't exist anymore, but on their website, straight up on their website, they wrote, fits like the weird guy. I'm like, what? Like, why would you do that? Like, what? Like, there's nothing I can do. But I did find that, like, wow, that's really ballsy that you would do that. And at the same time, it's like, well, why would I get yours? And I could just get the weird guy. Just, if what you're telling people is that you're just copying somebody else's stuff, then why wouldn't I just get the original? I mean, that goes back to the repro stuff as well. Like, oh, we're making it like this. I'm like, well, they still make that. I don't know. Any plans for a Frankenstein 5? We did. The Toxic Avenger is kind of like that. It is a triple alternating twill, so left-hand twill, right-hand twill, broken twill. So that was made with the Frankenstein construction base. So usually Frankenstein is left-hand twill, right-hand twill. Toxic Avenger, we took it a step further, left-hand twill, right-hand twill, broken twill, with the green weft and organic cotton. But I could see us doing another version of the Frankenstein, or like in the Monster series denim down the line. I could definitely see that. I kind of like how the bright blue the cerulean cassuri is. I do too. It's a great summer jean. It's a nice jean to wear in lighter climates. They'll fade very nicely. They'll get very light, like light blue faster as you fade them. Because you're not starting with such a dark base. Yeah, lighter blue jeans are really nice in the summer. I'll tell you that much. That's why I like I'm wearing my left-hand twill Easy Guys today, this morning, and I'm telling you, this color, when you can get to this light blueness in the summer, it's really a treat, and especially if you're wearing all blue, it's a nice contrast as well. So that's it. That's my fit today. I've got Easy Guy left-hand twill, worn, washed a gajillion times. I don't know, worn for several years now. I can't even keep track. I've got my indigo tiger shirt on, as well as a circular knit tee that I dyed indigo. Any chance of a brown Fox jacket preview? Yes. Let me get to the end of the questions, and then I will cover that. Inside Out, Upside Down, Stranger Things. Yeah, I mean, what's going on with that show? I don't know. Any possibilities of using spider silk on a pair of jeans? This is something I've certainly looked into. It's one of my personal wants. Eventually, the problem is that it is just not a very accessible material. I think it's still very, very hard to produce, and I don't think they can produce very much of it. And it's also unbelievably expensive. As far as I know, the North Face made a prototype or make a concept of a jacket made from spider silk, and that's it. I don't think that there's ever been any other applications of spider silk yarn used to commercially make products. So I don't think they're there yet, and I don't know if they'll ever be there, but if they ever do, we'll be there. We will be there, because this has been on my radar for years. I feel like there wasn't a crew pair with deep indigo weft that was supposed to, in theory, get darker over time. No. There was a denim that we called the reverse fade, which was an indigo rope dyed jean with a white paint coating on top. So it was a white jean that would fade to dark blue, but I mean, eventually that dark blue would actually fade to light blue, and then, so on, like a regular pair of raw jeans. But the problem with that jean was, it was the paint coating was very waxy and it wasn't bulky, but in concept it works, but in practice, most people don't wear white jeans every day like they would wear a pair of dark indigo raw jeans every day. So what happens was people would wear them for a bit and then realize that they can't just wear that jean. We had an employee named Evan who used to he used to work for us, who used to wear that jean, and he wore them for a while. Those were probably the most faded I've ever seen that jean. I'm pretty sure at some point we had that jean on our fade wall. It still might be there, but I don't know. I think we might not have it anymore. Might have got lost somewhere. Yeah. Strawberry denim jacket, a pink weft jacket would be very nice. Yeah, probably we'll do that. Please make the next MIJ black, preferably heavyweight. Okay. That's something. We will do a black MIJ at some point. Whether it's the next one, I'm not sure. But right now, we're still developing SS22. So Spring Summer 22 is in our minds, and that will include an MIJ. We haven't made a decision on it yet. So it could be, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see. You'll have to stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, variety is the spice of life. I agree. I'm going to scroll down. If I missed your questions, sorry. Wow, it looks like I missed a bunch of stuff. Okay, wait, I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Should I cop the milks with that stimulus money? That's up to you. I mean, if you want a silky smooth interior raw denim, then the milk is the one for you. What I like about them, they look like a classic pair of jeans, and then they have that little bit that makes them special, and that's something that you'll notice as well. So, you're not going off, I can understand some people with colored wefts or crazy slub, things like that. May not be for them. It's not their style. They like it. It looks cool, but it's not something they feel like they can wear every day. But the milk denim is certainly something you can wear every day. So it's versatile in that respect. Damn, that Lady Liberty patch is fire. The tragic Lady Liberty. That could be it. I gotta come up with a name for that. Pickle Rick jacket release date. No release date set on the Rick and Morty collection. Not yet. Coming. I will have that information sooner than later, but you gotta stay tuned. To be honest, I love my Naked and Famous. In fact, I'm wearing them right now. Good on you. Thank you very much. I love them too. I love them too. What is the NYC pair? We will be releasing an exclusive pair for our New York City store. It is essentially the souvenir jean, the jean you go and get exclusively at Naked and Famous Denim New York. They will not be available online. You can only get them in store. Do super light denim fabrics fade like 5 ounce? Yeah, the weight of the fabric isn't the issue when it comes to fading. Fading is determined by the way the yarn was dyed. So long as the yarn is dyed, especially when they're dyed with indigo rope dye, you will get a very nice fade. Yeah. If you're using a dye stuff that is not color fast like indigo, it will fade. Rope dyed indigo fades the best. How much will the NYC jeans cost? I don't know offhand. Under $200, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 160 to 180, something like that. You should make a special patch graphic for the elephant series. Yeah, maybe. I mean, there may come a point where each series might have its own leather patch, but we'll see. For us, like the elephant patch is usually just the logo, the Tragic Blonde logo, with a thick leather. Where can I find sizing charts for older jeans that are sold out in most stores? That might be difficult. We have the sizing charts on Tate and Yoko, but usually once a product is sold out, we take the product off the website. So if you're looking for something, we don't delete the information. It's just not visible on the website. Otherwise, the website will just be, cluttered with, hundreds of products that are not available. But if you're looking for something specific, you can always send us an email. We do have that information, saved on, we have it, but it may not be front facing. So just send us an email. We have most, not everything. If there's something really, really old, then we may not have that information, but we do try to keep everything. Okay. NYC Vulgar Edition. One day, please. I was already sold on the idea of a vulgar Canadian jean. The vulgar Canadian jean is going to happen. It will be the Montreal exclusive. It will be available only in Montreal. Me and Brandon, we've already talked about all the fun ideas for that. It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be hilarious, and I hope you guys speak French. Because it will be a very, very French Canadian. It will be a tribute to French Canada. I will tell you that. We are from Quebec, and we will make sure you guys know that. Hey, I love all this MIJ talk, but I want to get a pair of Sakiori jeans. Well, the Sakiori jeans is very fun. Yeah, the Sakiori and the tatami denim, those were some really fun and interesting fabrics. Definitely not your typical pair of jeans, but if you like weird stuff, then those are certainly things you should consider. Are there pics of the Rick and Morty collab? Not yet. So we haven't even officially announced the Rick and Morty collab. The only way that people know about it is through these live streams. I was waiting for the Batman stuff to be, fully released before we make the the official Rick and Morty release information. But we so long as you're a viewer here, you get the first-hand look, the behind-the-scenes, information of what's going on with us. So Stay tuned. We will have some photos and all that stuff coming very soon. Any more suits in the works? No, I don't think so. Not anytime soon. I would like to do it again, just because personally I want stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. I hope you can open a Naked and Famous retail in LA or San Francisco, so we can someday get a Cali Tragic Blonde. That would be kind of fun, like a surfer girl, a California edition. You know, we don't necessarily need to. We don't necessarily need to open a store there. You know, if we had the right partnership there, then we probably could. I don't know. Maybe we need to talk to American Rag or something, see if they'd be interested in something like that. So, yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Do you ever recycle patterns? I love the sizing on the Easy Guy King's Club. Will that be used again for another pair of jeans? I mean, we have patterns for our jeans, and then those patterns are adjusted depending on the fabric. So, you know, if it's a heavier weight fabric, for an unsanforized fabric, things like that, those things have to be put into consideration when we are doing the cutting and sewing. I mean, sizing wise, we try to. It's not a science. You know, a lot of people think that this is like. I don't know what they think it is, but there are going to be variances. You know, cutting is done by hand. You know, it's a guy with a giant, you know, blade, and he's cutting by hand. And a million different things affect the way that a jean comes out in the production line. So between one fabric to another, from one jean to another, there are going to be slight variances always. And we only recognize that because we put that information out there. You know, if you go on like 99% of the denim retailers in the world, they don't put sizing information on their website. You've got the waist and the length, and that's it. Well, we don't know what that waist measurement is. We just know that it's a tag size 32 by a 34. And then, you know, they rely on, you know, I guess good luck if that's going to fit you or not. So we put that information out there so it becomes visible that, you know, there are variances, and because of that, you know, you can, you know, measure your jeans, follow our measurement guide, and make the best informed decision when buying the pair of jeans that you need. So yeah, there are always going to be variances. I don't think that there's any way that there wouldn't be. There's just too much hand operation for this to not. There's too much hand operation for this not to, you know, be quote unquote perfect every time. You know, that's not what we're doing. Interestingly enough, you know, I was watching a video. There's a jeans maker, and he was going over the details of you know vintage details of jeans, and it was kind of neat because he was doing a lot of stuff very freehand, and he's like, this is how stuff was made, and you know, it was very, very janky. But this guy, he had a good, you know, denim knowledge history of denim knowledge, whatever. And he was going over like the jankiness of some stuff, and he's like, this is why this is special, because, you know, this is the way they used to make it, and you know, there was just so many imperfections, and when you're doing stuff by hand like the old school way, that's the kind of product that you get. But because of that, it is a very unique and special product. Whereas, you know, if you're there are a lot of mass, you know, I've seen like laser cutting machines and things like that, and there's a lot there's a lot more precision that can be done in the production line. But you know, we're not at the scale where we can afford to buy, you know, a $500,000 machine just to do, you know, certain operations. It's just not what we do. You know, if you're churning out 10,000 pairs of jeans a day, then, you know, that cost is no problem for you. But, you know, we're making things, you know, in a particular way. There's still a lot of hand operation with us. You know, we're still cutting by hand. That's just because That's the level we're at. We're not aiming for mass production. I mean, maybe one day that'd be nice if we could sell 1 million pairs of jeans, but it's not where we are. I don't know where I was going with this, but yeah, just in terms of consistency, there's a quality of vintage production that is maybe quote unquote maybe not the perfect construction, but it creates a product that is of a certain era and time. And if you are a lover of things made old made things, traditionally made things, then that's part of it, I guess. Certainly part of it. And at the same time, like there does come a point where how much difference does it make in terms of quality? Could certain aspects of our production be quote unquote better? I mean, there's always improvements. Improvements are going on all the time, but even then, it's just in our own internal kind of interpretation of things. How can we do things better? Not that we're getting complaints about anything, if at all. I mean, very rarely do we have any construction issues with a product. So that's one thing. I don't know. I'm rambling on. I don't even know where this is going. Will there be a JoJo collab? That would be so sick. I want one. I'm trying to get in contact with the people. It's not easy. I don't have as much pull as some people think I might have. But we are trying for it, and if it is my number one, it is my number one right now. That's the number one on my list to try and make happen. Can we see your Indigo Invitational pair of black selvage? Yes, I will show you that. Then I will show you the brown fox stuff. Info on the measuring tape thing, not yet. I'm sure it's coming soon. Brandon told me he's on it. You might vary sizes between styles, right? Maybe you're a 32. Right. So in some cases, like if you're a 32 in Weird Guy, you're probably a 33 in Super Guy. So those are some things to consider as well. Or like for example, the Easy Guy. If you wear a 32 Weird Guy, a 32 Easy Guy is going to be big on you, but that's by design. It's supposed to be big on you, but some people will size down on the Easy Guy because they want it to fit a little bit slimmer. So here's my Indigo Invitational pair, which is the solid black selvage Easy Guy. I've got some stuff going on here, starting to fade. The knees are starting to go. I've got, dirt and whatever stains on them. It's hard to see, but it's getting a little bit more gray on the thighs. I certainly do have to wear them a little bit more and a little bit harder, but they are coming along nicely. You can see the raw hem is, nice and frayed up. Selvage ID here. The rivets are starting to discolor a little bit. Yeah, I haven't washed these at all yet. I probably, maybe I'll do that to see what happens. Maybe another month or two. I just want them to be a little bit more faded before I throw these in the wash. You can see, we've got some stuff going on here in the back pockets. Starting to get a wallet fade. Leather patch is looking nice. So yeah, that's my pair. Back creases there. Every now and then I see some people on the forums talk about like how should I store my jeans, and that's usually how my jeans are stored. They're just on the floor. Don't worry about it. Your jeans are tough. They can handle it. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I wasn't expecting discolored rivets to be one of my favorite raw denim details, but I love it. It's fun. The amount of like different little things you'll notice about your jeans. Like, here's one detail that I really like. I love this. This is a vintage jacket, but when the neck frays, I really love seeing that on a denim jacket. Like when they've been worn in so much that you get like this neck fraying. So, yeah, the amount of details that you can appreciate on any given garment. Like my Sashiko jacket, it's starting to fade. I got the Sashiko chore coat, and like I'm getting fades here. You know, it's you know, just little things here and there that are starting to be a little bit more discolored than the rest. So, yeah. Very fun. Fun to see your clothes transform. I'm going to keep my jeans in the freezer. There's no point in that unless you want to make your jeans cold. That's all that it does. It doesn't do anything else. Why did you only do 23% milk for the milk denim? And would you do a silk denim maybe with more percentage silk? I think my other comment didn't post. Why did we only do 23? I think that is something that the mill came up with in terms of the milk yarn and the cotton yarn has to be spun together. And in order to get a yarn that is strong enough for weaving, it has to have, it has to be tough. So I guess that's the blend that they came out with in order for us to be able to actually create that fabric. So that wasn't our call. That was a call from the mill in terms of like how much is an optimal level of milk yarn in the fabric in order to create a denim that is viable. Can you guys make goose denim? What would goose denim be? I don't know. Denim with down feathered denim? I don't know. Don't know what that would be, man. Okay, let's talk about the brown fox, because I had some people ask me about it, and so we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna show it off. This is an upcoming release. I still don't have a release date on this. I've been asking Brandon a lot. He's probably very annoyed by me with that. But this is coming soon, and this is one, I think, the big highlights of the season. This is the brown fox, and we got a couple of different samples here. Hold on a second. I had another one. Here it is. So, check this out. We've got the brown fox denim. So, as is, we've determined that for production, we were going to go rinse washed for this denim. It's an unsanforized denim. And we're going to rinse wash it, and that way you don't have to worry about the shrinkage. So this is as raw, so keep that in mind. But it'll when you're getting the jeans, it'll be a little bit more blue because of the rinse wash. So let's take a look at the rinse wash version. This is in the ladies fit, but all the fabric details will remain the same. So you have this really beautiful dark indigo denim with a very nice gritty tone, and you can see just how hairy that fabric is as well. So you get a nice fuzz to this material, to this fabric, which I think is really nice. And then when you see up close, you can see that brownness is coming through the front face of the fabric. You can see it peeking through the twill, and that's what you have on the inside here. So Fox Fiber is an American-grown, natural colored cotton. So that's very special because typically when you see a colored cotton, it's because they actually have to color the cotton. This is grown it's grown in like this nice dark brown. There's different varieties of Fox Fiber just in terms of colors. And in this jean, we're using Fox Fiber Brown and we're using Fox Fiber Green. So two different kinds of Fox Fiber, used in combination to create this dark color on the inside. And what's neat about it is that the Fox Fiber Brown actually gets darker over time. So if you see, the Fox Fiber Green gets darker over time. My bad. You can see it's very honey colored when raw. I don't know, but if honey is the right word, but it's a little bit more pale when raw, and then when washed, you can see it gets more, it gets darker. So it is a nice transition here. And the warp yarn is made from Supima cotton as well. So this is a triple American cotton jean, and I think it just makes a beautiful, beautiful fabric. Very, very gritty. I just love the look of it because you have this these beautiful shades of indigo, and then you have that warm tone from the weft. And this is a 10-ounce denim. So you kind of get this hardcore denim look in a lightweight form. So for summer wear, it's just a great jean. Especially if you're more of a traditional denim guy, if you like a little bit more heft to your denim, the whisper stretch is nice. Those are light. Those are very light, very comfortable. But if you're coming from a heavier weight denim and you're used to the heft of a jean, this still gives you it still gives you heft. You still feel like this is a pair of jeans, but they're lighter weight. I mean, I don't know it's hard to explain just how tangible they feel, but they also feel light and easy to wear in the summer. I mean, the rinse wash will also help with that. So you can see it's got a nice flow to it. They will be a little bit more rigid when raw as well, when we have them, because just for the sample we did like a home wash. So this will be a commercial wash, and then they'll be starched a little bit just to give it that crispiness. So that's the plan with that. And it also comes in the denim jacket. So we have that here. Again, it's going to look a little bit more blue in tone when you get it with the rinse wash. But the other thing that you'll get with the rinse wash is just some puckering and stuff like that around the seams. So that will end up looking like you see it here a little bit, but it'll be a little bit more pronounced when you do it with the wash. And then just the way that the wash process also kind of creates this uneven kind of color tone, I think it's going to look really, really special on the denim jacket. And that's the other thing, with our denim jackets is at some point, we often have a couple of pairs of jeans in our closet. Maybe there's some jeans that we haven't worn yet, and there might be that thing that we want. So with the denim jackets, at least, it's a way for you to experience the fabric without having to commit to another pair of jeans. So you can always wear the jean jacket. You can wear it sporadically. You can wear it every day if you want. So it's another way to experience that. I'm going to we are planning on making small wallets, and we will make them from some of the fabrics of any given season. So that will be because I know that for again, you can't always buy every jean. You can't always buy every jean jacket, but there may be a fabric that you like, that you enjoy. Maybe you just want to have a little bit of it. So we'll create these denim wallets, like the pouch style wallets that you can have. And I guess the fact that they're in your back pocket, you're pulling it out all the time, it'll probably fade quite nicely and quickly as well. So that'll be another way that you can get into any particular fabric that you might like for not a big investment. So expect that for spring summer 22 as well. So we're working on some more little items for everybody. Got my first pair coming in the mail tomorrow. Super Guy Forever Blue. Hyped. I hope you did you get that on the 24-hour sale? I hope you did because I think we had those off. We had those for 25% off the other day. If you didn't, anyhow, let me know. But I hope you did. If you don't know, every Wednesday on Tati and Yoko and Naked and Famous Denim NYC, we have an email that goes out letting everybody know about our 24-hour special. So we pick a jean, we pick sometimes multiple jeans that we put on sale for that day. It might be 25% off, it might be more, but there's always something going on, and it's kind of a secret. It's a known secret, but still, not everybody knows about it for the community. And check out those deals, because we put a lot of good deals out there, and we don't generally advertise them anywhere else but the email blast. Sometimes we'll talk about it on the Instagram just to let people know about the email. Like, you got to sign up for the email so that you get those promotions, because sometimes people find out about it later, and it's just like, well, you gotta see in the email. Is it possible to do a French terry knit denim? Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a knit jean.
As in,
like a sweatpant, kind of.
Yeah, actually knit
fabric,
but with indigo dyed yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if that's us necessarily, but
I mean, we had something similar.
we made sweatpants at one point.
But like in 5 pocket.
Yeah.
Way. Like, I remember that.
I don't remember it.
Like,
It does. Yeah, it rings a bell, but
It wasn't much there.
yeah. I copped my Forever Blue on the 24-hour special. Second pair, love them, fantastic. Are there sales on Tati and Yoko? Yes, there's a sales section. So if you go to Tati and Yoko, there's a button that says sales. So that has all of our markdown items. So there's a lot of good stuff in there. And then we usually do sales around 4th of July, Canada Day. We call it the Canada America Day sale. We will do a Black Friday sale, and then we do a Boxing Day sale. And in between, there's some smaller promotions, like for Thanksgiving or Easter. We might have some smaller promotions going on there. So Easter is coming up. So anyways, there will probably be something going on there, but not quite as big as our summer our Can America Day summer sale, Boxing Day, and Black Friday. And like a smaller, like Labor Day, there might be a Labor Day, like, small weekend sale kind of thing. So Labor Day, Thanksgiving, and around Easter. So those are the smaller sales, and then the bigger sales are on those times. So just keep those in mind. And in between that, every single week, 24-hour special on Wednesdays. Sometimes we do a weekend, like we call it, we might have a weekend promotion, but those are fewer and far between. But every Wednesday there's something specifically selected to go on sale, and so you gotta get those emails. I know there's a Goku denim jacket somewhere. I don't know. Is there? I think we're sold out of those. I don't think there's any Goku jackets left at all.
Maybe you mean somewhere in the world.
Somewhere in the world, possibly. There's probably possibly somewhere in the world a Goku denim jacket. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it for today. Yeah. I think that's it for today. I'm not gonna do snack time today, just because I don't have any. We were so busy this week with the trade show. Like, we were doing trade show all day, and we come home at night, and we would work until like 2 a.m. So the last couple of days have been I can't even it's like one blur. It was like one nonstop day. How do I sign up for your email? Go to tatsandYoko.com. At the bottom, there's an email sign up. You can sign up right there. Sometimes there's a pop up too. You can just sign up there. And the same thing happens on Naked and Famous Denim NYC. So if you go over there, or if you go to nakedandfamousdenim.com, there's a pop up, or there's like a little email subscribe thing at the bottom of the page. Just do it there. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. I will be back again next Friday Saturday morning for me with another live stream. We'll have snack time then. We will certainly find something cool and interesting to try out with you guys. And there will be more previews and more of your questions answered. And I will see you guys again real soon. Have a great weekend, everybody. And I don't know. Have some kind of fun. Have fun. All right. Bye, guys.